Alright, back for round number 1. And we ended up with the fabled spider spawning deck, but it mostly came together, but kind of didn't. And this hand is pretty awkward. But I think it's a keep on the back of this armored scob. We're just going to look to turtle up as much as possible and take it from there. This might be one of the greedier hands I've kept, but sometimes when your deck is like a 3 out of 10, you have to make some weird keeps and hope that they work out. Eventually we'll draw out of it. Caravan Vigil is not a bad draw, because now any forest unlocks most of our hand. Unruly Mob, we've got an aggro deck on our hands. Alright, let's play the Scab. See what the mill finds us. There's a spider spawning in our yard. He's got his own armored scab. That was not the card I was expecting to follow up the Unruly Mob. Alright, let's go get our swamp. We'll need some forest eventually, but don't want to like mill my only black sources when I know I'm going to want black. Would have loved like a civilized scholar or something also. Interesting. Midnight Haunting, alright. Flying is good against our deck. Until we get spider spawning down, of course. Okay, fair. It's not a super fast clock, but that curiosity does mean I am going to want to deal with that sooner than later. Hopefully we draw land for this Ice Catcher's Rig. Yep, definitely going to need some either lands. Yeah, land would be the ideal draw. Let's start milling myself. Milled a lot of lands there. That is not what I wanted to see. Alright, I think I'm going to have to do this now because I don't want him to draw any more cards. Yep, so my 6 mills hit a Great Bramble and 5 lands. Lots of flyers, which are real good against my deck. Alright, just want lands. There we go. Let's go ahead and take out one of his flyers. Which one do I care more about? 2-1 First Strike or 2-2 Vigilance? I guess the First Striker is more annoying. Well, yeah, I think so. Not sure what's happening here. Looks like my client's frozen. So let's go ahead and reload it, because this program's great. Let's try that again. Oh, never change modo. There we go. Does get a trigger off the unruly mob. Guess I could also be chipping in with the typhoid rats, but might as well. Should have probably done that before combat. Let's go ahead and send it in anyway. And the reason I'm willing to trade it off is because that'll just make my spider spawning one bigger next turn. Ooh, that's not bad. Can only cast one spell this turn, unfortunately. Let's chip in for 4. Oh, he just wants to grow his unruly mobs more. We're not in a bad spot though. Does he have a counter spell? Okay, that's fine. I'll pay. I do have to discard a card, so let's get rid of the Kinder Catch. I think. No, probably just the Grave Bramble, even though I can cast it. This Kinder Catch worm is, or this Kinder Catch is going to be important for racing, I think, if we do eventually find a forest. Maybe that's wrong though, because if I draw land, I'm going to be playing spider spawning anyway. Not sure. Thraben Sentry, that's fine. He's going to keep sending with his flyers, also fine. Land. No, not what I wanted. Yeah, I guess maybe Great Bramble would have been better to keep anyway. Still a mana off from spider spawning. What can I hit off Dream Twist that I can cast immediately with Flashback? I think Silent Departure. Let's do this main phase. See what we hit. Nothing relevant. Don't want to get too aggressive here, because I could die to just random beats. Send with just Boneyard Worm, I think. He'll be able to flip his Thraben Sentry if he wants to chump block, but he'll have to lose something important. Yeah, I think just send with 1. dude. You're just gonna chump? It's kind of surprising to me, because that Abbey Griffin has got to be more important to him than flipping his Thraben Sentry, because we can't defend against flyers right now. But alright. He also gets to grow his Unruly Mob, but don't care that much about that either. I'll have to chump block it eventually, but for now, I'll just pass. Really need to find a land next turn, though. If we do, I think we're winning pretty handily. So here I'll just trade first 5-4. And I think chump is 5-5 this turn, might as well. Boneyard Worm is real big now, which is nice. Let's go ahead and Dream Twist myself. Still haven't found anything useful to flashback either. Well, I don't know how this is happening. We're not able to cast anything. So I guess I'll deprive his flyer and pass. I can deprive the Unruly Mob and attack. He can hit me back for 4. That's probably too risky. I don't really want to race right now. I'll put it on his big guy and just pass the turn. We have 7 cards left in our library, but I think I'll be able to finish off the game before then. How many lands are left in my deck? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 3 of the cards left in my library are lands. I think 2 of them are forests. Wait, maybe... one of them's a swamp. No, one of them's not a swamp. Anyway. I think we're okay. Okay, that kind of works. I can play it at least. Send in for 9. He's not drawing anything useful, which is also good. Finally, 7th land. Alright, let's see if the spider spawning resolves. Alright, good. We know the coast is clear. Send in again with our Boneyard Worm. That should be game over. As long as we don't randomly lose. Like, if he has a Dream Twist, that would be annoying. So we would just deck ourselves. But with 5 turns left to attack for lethal, we should be good. Alright, sweet. Deck actually worked as intended, somehow, despite bricking on appropriate lands for a million turns. I still think our mana situation's fine. We just happened to draw the awkward mana draw. We did keep a hand of 3 island that game, keep in mind, so even though we got stuck with Kindercats there, it's probably not going to happen every time. So, he had a lot of flyers. I might want something like Prey Upon just to deal with them. But we have the One-Eyed Scarecrow, the Geist Catcher's Rig that can block them. I don't think we have anything else with reach or anything, unfortunately. Could consider Gnaw to the Bone if we get into a racing situation with flyers. But I don't love that. Go Question is, what would I not want? I could just trim something like Ghoul Caller's Bell for a Prey Upon. Just play a little bit safe. Because the way we are probably going to lose is just like one or two flyers chipping away at us the whole game. So I think I'll do that. But I like everything else in my deck as is. I guess we could also consider like Galvanic Juggernaut to race over the Grave Bramble, which didn't look like it did a whole lot against him. Alright. Interesting hand. I think it's a keep. So we can just go 3, 4, 5. Alright, cool. Now we have something to do on turns 1 and 2. Mill ourselves. Ooh, we actually hit some flashback cards this time. Spider spawning, you say? Alright, let's Dream Twist ourselves again. Still haven't hit a creature, which is interesting. Let's play Scarecrow. Kind of just played a normal game of Limited here. Spider spawning will just be like a late game value card rather than a turbo engine, it looks like. But I'm okay with that. No plays from him. Probably just, well, I know he has a Frightful Delusion in his deck, so I gotta be kind of careful here. But there's not much I can do to play around it, unless I just want to play Typhoid Rats and let all the rest of my mana go to waste, which I don't really want to do. So I guess I start with the Juggernaut. See if it resolves. It does. Alright, then I'll send with... Oh, I can't send with Scarecrow, that's right, as Defender. Which is fine. He just had nothing to do that turn, that was weird. Curiosity's pretty good. But we have a couple ways to deal with it in the near future. Still no plays, huh? Alright, send for 5. Hand is pretty awkward once again. Just drew a very top-heavy draw again. Which is going to be awkward if he has like Frightful Delusion, that kind of thing. Also, this Juggernaut might not untap for a while. He's still just doing nothing. Not really sure what to make of that. I'm definitely blocking here. He has a trick, that's fine. He was going to get to draw a card anyway. And that puts a creature in my graveyard, and it triggers my Juggernaut. All not terrible things. Don't understand what's in his hand if he doesn't have a counter spell. Attack for 5 again. I'm just going to keep slamming my spells. I think if he had a counter spell, he would have used it by now. Don't understand. He must just be flooding out, legitimately. Or have like all 7 drops in his hand or something. Sure. Not sure why you wouldn't put that on an Unruly Mob. I guess that's why. Alright, don't think that plan's gonna work out for him, though. Right now we have one card in our graveyard. Or one creature in our graveyard. Seems like a good turn to just Silent Departure. We can also pay for a Frightful Delusion if he has it now. Alright, that worked. Attack for 4. This game should be more or less locked up now. Our kind of podge of cards is just kind of working. Dearly Departed, that's not a bad card at all. Alright, well we got a trick up our sleeve here. Let's send with these two cards. Yep, trades happen. Post-combat we can shoot the Dearly Departed with the Geistcatcher's Rig. Yep, and that'll just be it. Alright, their deck kind of came together pretty well there. Let's try another one.